Hey, what's up, guys? It is I, Dro, coming to you live. Yes, what again? I am playing Destiny 2. We are going to go further into what I was before, and hopefully get a lot farther. I don't think I will, but I mean, I haven't played this game in so long. Who knows where I'm going to be tomorrow? I haven't jumped on it since then, so there's nothing new that or anything to be updated about. We're just going to continue off where we left off last time. If you watched the previous stream, you can catch. If you haven't watched it, you can catch up with it on YouTube. I haven't posted because, you know, some of my streams, they don't last more than 7 days on Twitch.tv, but that's all right. That's why I set up my YouTube channel just for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and follow and both of my channels if you choose to deem fit. Anyways, that's pretty much all for the beginning of this segment. No, just kidding. I hope that you guys check out my Nexamon stream. I actually did a little bit of voice acting back there. I wouldn't say it's terrible, but if you want to be entertained with horrible voice acting and subpar game, it's not a subpar game. It's all right. I mean, there's really just a formula for monster catching games, which that's what next giving back, celebrate the 5th anniversary with us. Philanthropy of gaming community in Game to Jive. Or is it Jive? Game to Jive. This year we have the most rewards ever and several surprises in the store. Head to www.game2give. Oh, I said Jive. Give. This year. I read it wrong. What the fuck is wrong with me? Head to game2give.com and make a difference today. Okay. I doubt I'll make any kind of difference at this moment in time, but that's okay. So yeah, going back to what I was saying before, it's all right, how do I explain it? It's not a bad game. It's one of those games where you actually have to put in a lot of work and effort into raising your Nexamon. And it's kind of like Pokemon in that aspect. You could sit there for hours playing Pokemon and not get anywhere. You just grind all your levels up and, you know, get unlocked skills and whatnot. And that's pretty much what Nexamon's about. There is, in fact, a storyline to Nexamon, just like Pokemon, obviously, but the story is a lot more darker, I would say. There's not really a lot of darkness in Pokemon. There's some, but not really a lot. But yeah, and, just check it out if you want to see me attempt voice acting. I hurt my throat last night doing that. So I'm drinking as much water as possible. But I did have to go to bed right afterwards. So, I mean, I went to bed with a sore throat, and I got a chance to actually recover. Ghost shells can now be upgraded and have a selection of mods that can be equipped to my character. Where am I? Oh, why did I get sent here? This is not where I was last time. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I don't know if everybody else can hear me, and that's fine if they do or not.
If you expect us to trust you, we expect you to do the same.
I have no idea. Let's see. Let's go into this thing. Make sure I don't bother anybody with my my stream. Social voice chat on. Okay, that should be fine. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Nexamon. Everything else that I have to say about Nexamon is on that stream, so in that video. So if you want to check it out, be my guest if you are into Pokemon and whatnot. It might be something that you might want to give a look at. I don't know how it is in your region because, you know, I'm posting for the whole world. But if in America, I don't know if it differs, but in America right now, they're selling the Nexamon on sale, the regular Nexamon, not the two of them. They're selling the Nexamon on sale for $3.99. It's very affordable. If you want to give it a shot and have like a Pokemon game on your PlayStation, then by all means, go ahead and give it a shot. I mean, I think it's worth your time if you don't have video game ADD like me and have like thousands of games for no reason. Well, I have technically a reason. I always buy games with the thought process that I'm going to, in fact, buy it eventually. Not buy it, play it eventually. What? My brain is all funky-fied. All right, what do you want from me? All right. Each ghost shell can be upgraded to masterwork tier, which will increase available energy and the number of mods that can be equipped. Following mastering your ghost shell will provide an access to additional mod slots. Available mod sources can be viewed in the collections. Oh, okay. And there's appearances. I can change the color. Oh, wow. I like the golden trace. But yeah, generally, my,
I'll take it.
just making everything golden. Yeah, no, I'm not even going to keep these weapons for a while anyway.
I'll take it.
I do have quite an addiction problem. I'm not gonna lie. I'll take that. I'll take that. Wow. I admittedly have a very bad gaming addiction problem, but I don't think that it prohibits me from enjoying the goodness, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of weird. I do in fact love video games, and I do buy them because I will play them eventually. I have that in my mind. And I actually started streaming because I thought to myself, you know, I have a lot of fucking games. And if I'm going to spend all this money on video games because I have an habitual problem with buying and playing video games all the time, I might as well make something out of it. And so I said, you know what? Fuck it. Why not stream it? Why not at least try to get it out there and entertain people with my thoughts and viewpoints on video games? Because honestly, one of the most interesting things that I've ever experienced while it was with my wife, because I actually was never somebody who watched YouTube videos or anything like that, not very often. I was into Vine, which is very old and non-existent, but I used to play a lot of Vine, and those little snippets were awesome. So when they came out with TikTok, I was kind of like, oh, it's just, you know, a better Vine. There's a lot more people, and people are a lot of creativity in that, and I would love to start doing it. I just don't know if I have the creativity to do that.
What's up?
I might. Who knows? All right. I'm confused because I was in the middle of a story, and you guys kind of took that away from me, and I'm a little upset that you threw me. View journey. Oh, did they just put me in here just for the hell of it? Return to Shaw at his camp. Okay. So I guess we're going there. And this is where I'm supposed to be. Okay. So I didn't lose it. I just, for whatever reason, I just got bent out of shape. But yeah, let me tell you something. I have been playing. I mean, you could imagine the amount of hours I put into gaming. I mean, it's no surprise that somebody would call me like a loser or whatnot, because I have put more hours into gaming than I have put into anything else. I mean, and I'm talking about more than sleep, more than schooling, more than learning, more than everything. I have been just a gamer through and through. And to put a little backstory, I think the best way I can describe why I'm the way I am is because when I was
Sorry
nice.
to do this to you, but I'm headed for the superconductor, and I'm running this part solo. We've had enough Guardians die today. The city needs new blood like you. Gotta keep you safe. Before you think about doing something reckless, there's only one access key for that chamber, and I've got it on me. If I make it out, I look forward to working with you again. If not, I left you a sparrow. Take it and get out of here. Get to the last city. Shahan, over and out.
How could he do this? Navota is still out there, and she already destroyed 2 Guardians. This is bad. Shaw said he took the only key, but he can't have searched the whole Cosmodrome. There has to be more. Let me check his archived location data. He was recently doing something out on the Forgotten Shore. Let's start searching there. Sending coordinates.
Now let's see if I can figure out how to equip my ship. Is there a slot for that? No, that's a seasonal artifact. Okay. It automatically did it. So how do I summon it? I'm gonna make it pretty. Yeah. This is my my favorite color. Anyways, to go back into the why I got to be the way I am, I lived in a really bad, really bad environment. I lived in Newburgh, New York, when I was a child, and a lot of people don't know that place, but it was really bad. It was pretty much dregs, and we were really poor. And so, being really poor in a bad city, you would be in a really shitty part of town. And I wouldn't say that it's overly bad. I'm sure people have had it worse, but it was just crap. And it's not certainly not a place that you want to raise your kids in anyway. So, there we go. My biggest issue was that whenever I went out, I always ended up getting into a lot of trouble. And that caused my mom a lot of worry. I used to come home, get beaten up, and all sorts of stuff. And I was only like, what, 7, 8 years old at that time, or when I used to get beat up. And it got really bad. So my mom, in her infinite wisdom, decided to buy me my first video game. And I've already played video games at this point. I went to my friends' houses, and I played video games with them, and I enjoyed it a lot. And I would go over there just to play video games, not even to hang out with them. I was just that bad of a friend. But I mean, I was a kid, so you'll have to forgive me on that aspect. But I knew that I liked video games then, but my mom finally cracked down, even though we were poor, and bought us video games. And my first console was a Super Nintendo. And I played the heck out of it. Whenever I wasn't in school and I was done with my homework, I would play video games all day and all night. I would play Donkey Kong Country, 1, 2, and 3, Super Mario World, the whole 9 yards. Like, I played the Super Mario All-Stars, I played Final Fantasies, I played Legend of Mana, I played a lot of things that, not Legend of Mana was PlayStation, but, you know, I played a lot of games growing up. Tetris Tag, I can name off like a bazillion of them. And then she didn't care. She was happy that I wasn't in a position where I was getting myself into trouble outside, because there was nothing good outside to do. It's not like you like it's a rundown city. So basically, the only thing I had to do, and which I used to do often, was explore abandoned buildings. which would be illegal, sure. But I was a kid. What were you gonna do about it? There's nothing you could do.
I can't reach Shaw on comms. If Navota gets to him first,
And
we need
so
to find
I,
another key and access that chamber fast.
after a while, my
caches
mom then bought me a
Let's start
computer
there.
and wanted me to learn how to program. And so I got my first computer, and I started playing games on that too. And then we got internet, and things got crazy. And then emulators came out, and then things got even crazier. I
leading to a nearby cave.
I admittedly played a lot of video games on my computer, and I played probably roundabout on just the computer alone. I played about 400, 500 video games on there, of all types of systems. And then I grew up doing that, and then I got my first PlayStation, played on the PlayStation a whole bunch, because my computer couldn't handle like anything PlayStation-wise. So I played a bunch of PlayStation games. I got myself a part-time job just to support my habit. And there's a lot of things that happen in between, but that's really neither here nor there. We're just talking about video games. And then, oh man, I think after I got married after playing video games a lot. I mean, I played at this point probably around 900 games and beaten probably half of that. At that point, after I got married, I was still a heavy gamer. But I had a kid, so I slowed down a little bit, but I started playing MMOs more, which is weird because you would think that MMOs take more time, and they do. But the wonderful thing about MMOs is that you can make friends, and eventually it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? So it's just like, but my wife had at the time did not enjoy that. She was not happy whatsoever. She was very, very upset about it. I actually, while I was with her, I got introduced to Monster Hunter, which was amazing, by one of her exes, no less. She stayed friends with one of her exes, and we hung out, and we would play Monster Hunter on the PSP together. I also played Phantasy Star Universe, which made me grow my love of action RPGs, MMOs. It took me out of me liking the click and plays, and I found Maple Story and all sorts of other games that I played that weren't necessarily on the PlayStation. I just played a lot of all types of games. As long as I didn't have to pay too much of a subscription, I didn't mind. And dude, I mean, I just went crazy and ham from there. I played Final Fantasy 11 on my PS2. Yeah, I even had to get the HDD for that thing. That takes me back a long time. A lot of people don't even know, well, didn't know, that you can even get an HDD on it, but that was around when you had the PS2 Fats. You couldn't get the HDD for the Slims. And I had a Fat, and I would play that all the time. Oh, that nearly ruined my marriage almost instantly. I think just video games in general ruined it for her.
I'm reading a cluster of hive bioenergetics.
I think for her, I think it was the lack of time that I spent and my interest in games that I felt like I'm guessing to her, it felt like I was more interested in my gaming than I was in her. And to a degree, she was kind of right, but at the same time, like, it was a different kind of love. So I really flubbed that, unfortunately, for us. I really flubbed that relationship because of that. My current wife, she's very, very understandable. She knows my passion. I actually let her know up front, like, alright, this is getting a little insane. This floating tower is not good. Damn. But, goodness, man. They should have never gave me money, because I was constantly spending money on games. Alright. This thing's beating the hell out of me. What the fuck? Thanks, buddy. Alright, I guess I have to go the other way. I was trying to jump from on there, but like my float ability is so crappy. I forgot I had that. It was probably after we had a divorce and I went through a couple of girlfriends here and there, and I actually was homeless at some point. After I got, done
There's some encryption code on this data
with that
pack.
whole situation, I started
It's
building myself
incomplete.
back up. I actually restarted my
Find more.
collection.
I could fake the authorization and act as a key
And
myself.
to
There's
top
still
it all
one more
off,
cache on the track.
after I did that, I just went ham, dude. I bought my first PS4. I had a PS4 prior, but I gave it up because I had to sell it to make a living, and along with all my games, God, the only games I had left over were like the downloadable ones. I gave up my PS3. I had that. There's a lot of things that I had that I had to give up, and then I just rebuilt my collection. And then I met my third wife, and thanks to her, I have a full-fledged collection of every video game system I could ever want. Not a kid, not even an exaggeration. I seriously have everything. I have boxes upon boxes, and while that may seem like a waste to some people, I mean, who knows if I'll ever play them, especially because I'm so busy with the dog and streaming and life in general. It doesn't even matter. Just knowing that I have it, like when I retire, fully, completely, it's probably, I'm probably going to eat, shit, sleep, and play video games for the rest of my life. This is not a joke. This is the serious thing. I probably forever will be playing video games for the rest of my life. Come on, you stupid extractor captain. You need to chill out. Damn ninja. Invisible people. Alright. Another fluffer. Damn. You think I might need a different weapon? Just a little bit? Alright. They're just throwing in a whole bunch of freaking monsters at me. Come on. Are you freaking serious, man? This is the problem that I have with this part, is that there's a bunch of these guys that just pop out, and by the time I kill them, I get to damaging that one guy, he beats the hell out of me, and I just fell, thank you, and then I have to start all over again. And I'm running out of time here. Are you done? Jesus. Well, that's great. I failed that one. Oh, that pisses me off so much. Revenge is mine, buddy. You guys are douche canoes. Every single one of you. I did not do well in that exchange. Okay. But yeah, I mean, that's just keeping the story short. I mean, obviously there was more to it than that, but like, after we got everything all settled in our old house, we were renting at the time. It was, I thought it was time to stream, and I tried to do it, but I was just so overwhelmed with everything going on around me, and then I had the back injury and all that. I had to stop for a while. I couldn't focus on streaming the way I wanted it to, and like the area. Oh shoot! Where the hell did you come from? I had to focus on my sanity. No. I had to focus on, getting better, and also I had a really hard time with the fact that like I had to stream in my living room. I didn't have my own room. The house was really small.
Got it. This has enough code fragments for me to generate a new authorization. I need to boost my signal for the key to register, though. I'm reading a concentration of energy in the moth yards. Might be what we need. I've marked your tracker.
And to be honest, like, I think I probably wouldn't have made it this far in streaming. And not to say that I've made it far, but I mean, at this point in this segment of my life, I don't think I would have made it if it wasn't for my wife. Like, she is my rock. She's my awesome. Like, honestly, I don't think I could have done this by myself. She actually keeps me going. Sometimes I get discouraged like anybody else would, and she just pushes me. And she's not like negatively, not like she doesn't act like I'm a piece of crap or you gotta do this, soldier. She doesn't militarize or anything like that. She's very positive and very supportive, and I think, a lot of people did that for, try to be more militarized with me and try to be like, you got this, yeah. It's a dog eat dog world or whatever. My wife doesn't even make me feel that way. This is not a competition. I'm not trying to compete with anybody. She tells me that I can do it. She believes in me, and that to me is more important than anything in the whole entire world, especially because I love her so much. But just having that kind of support from her has really, really made my life a lot better. It helped. With her support, like, my depression has gone down quite a bit. I don't feel overwhelmed or hurt or anything like that. I feel like I can actually stream, and people, I know that people, most everybody can tell you the same thing, like, there's going to be people who don't like what you do. There's going to be people who are trolling you. There's going to be people who are going to be mean about the whole situation, and we just have to understand that some people are like that. And not to say that's any of you guys, but it's not something that I don't expect. It's not something that I think to myself like, well, that will never happen to me. No, it happens to everybody. It hurts when you do something and you put work into it and you try and you put the time and energy and it fails. It hurts when you put the time and energy to do something and somebody's very negative and treats you like crap about it. It hurts. It's not something that doesn't stop hurting. It will always hurt. Some people just don't read their comments to get through it. I can honestly understand that. They don't even deal with it. They basically put blockers on. They're just like, well, you know what? I'll let you comment on my video, but I'm not even going to pay very much mind. I don't even read this stuff.
It must have dispersed when we activated the array. I can use this to amplify my signal. Let's collect the charges.
But as much as I expect negativity, I have the massive amount of positivity coming from my wife's side, and I couldn't ask for more. Okay, that was weird. solely just collecting stuff. Okay. Got that. That was weird. I couldn't actually tell you, like, I know that for me personally, I've never been the type of person to comment on people's stuff, or if I have nothing nice to say, I won't say it. But I'm not that kind of, I'm not a commenter kind of guy. I've never felt the need to comment on anybody's work, for that matter, because it just seems a little ridiculous. Number one, I'm not somebody who feels like I have information that is valuable enough to put my 2 cents into it. I guess I don't feel confident enough to actually sit there and comment on other people's things, I guess is probably the easiest way to put it. I don't feel that way. So I've never actually given anybody kind of criticism or anything negative per se. So I don't understand how somebody can do that. So for me, it's kind of like well, I wish I can get into the minds of everybody. Some people are just mean to be mean. I have a brother. He's in the military now. But he actually was what you would consider a troll. I don't know if he was a habitual troll, but he would troll the shit out of me sometimes. Like, he used to say some really fucked up things to me, like, and get me going. Like, he would rile me up. Like, I would get so pissed off. Oh. What the hell was that all about? He would really, really rile me up. He would just say things to me just because he knew he would get a rise out of me. And I mean, I've done the same thing similar, but he was just the biggest troll. Like, he would do that shit because he loved to watch people in agony. And I could never really understand why he was the way he is. But also, I'm not very, like, super close with him either, so that might be another thing that might go.
Thread complete. I am now authorized. Let's hurry.
He was also very dark. He's a very dark and twisted person. I think, and it's not exactly my story to tell, but I'm going to tell it anyway, mostly because you guys probably wouldn't even know who he is anyway. But my brother, when he was in, I think you could say junior high. When my little brother was in junior high, and it was like the beginning of his high school, junior high school experience. Motherfucker. He had a friend. He had a few friends. I wouldn't say they were friends. I think they were acquaintance friends from school. And he knew this kid from a long time ago. And the kid was obviously a wreck and mentally unstable. But, you know, my little brother has never been like the kind of person. He was dark and twisted, but he was never like the kind of person who had a vendetta against anybody. He just never did. We're just not those type of people. We don't want to hurt anybody. We really don't. We will get our revenge if we need, or if we feel like strongly about something, we'll get our revenge. But we're not like out to get anybody maliciously for no reason. We're just not those kinds of people. And my little brother, while he may have been dark and weird and secluded, his intentions were always pretty clean. He would never hurt anybody. So to keep on going in the story, I'm sorry, I'm kind of trying to tell the story and play at the same time. To keep it true to what I've been saying is, like, so this kid was pretty much almost similar to him, at least into his eyes. Well, that's fun. Oh, okay. I just had to shoot it. I was just letting that thing suck my soul. You will die. The kid brought a gun to school and a list of people he wanted to kill. And I mean, when my little brother found out about it and he found out he was on that list.
This place is brimming with hive magic. That explains why transmits were blocked.
It really fucked with him. Like, mentally, it just fucked his brain up. He was not doing too good from that.
Eyes up, Guardian.
Jesus. Damn it. So that fucked him up in a lot of ways. And made him even weirder than before. And he was closed off for a while. And it was kind of, at this point, like, I used to pick on him because that's what big brothers do. We pick on him. But because of that, he took it a lot more personally when I picked on him. And I think it's because of that. We didn't really have a good relationship. And I regret it. I think there's a lot of things I did to my little brother that I regret because I didn't understand psychologically, I didn't know what the fuck he was doing here. I had no clue. So to me, I just thought he was just being a bitch baby about it, but like in all reality, he was just suffering internally, massively. And I don't think he'll ever forgive me for that whole situation, for that reason alone. And I didn't mean to, and it sucks, because I wish I could have done things differently. Really do. You are just summoning all these monsters, and it's annoying as shit.
Navota's gone. Wherever she went, I can't detect her anymore. But I've got a lock on Shaw's ghost.
Oh, cool. I bet he's dead. Man, that was a lot of story time. I hope
Let me
that,
help him. Shaw, are you all right?
What?
you.
What are you doing here?
We couldn't let you do this alone.
Navota?
She's still alive. Somewhere. We did enough to force her to retreat.
You fought her off? All right then. I'm sorry I left you behind. After Cass and Maeve, I was just afraid to lose anyone else.
So were we. That's why we followed you.
Nobody likes to be sidelined. I'm glad you were here. I owe you. The prize is yours. Superconductor is over there. Grab it and meet back at camp. For real this time.
Where's the superconductor? Oh. I'll take it.
I can feel the arc light coursing through this. No wonder the Vanguard want to make a weapon with it. Let's head back to camp and then the last city. Home.
Nice. Okay. Well, now that I got that out of the way, let's do some equipment running. Unfortunately, though, I don't think that for like our relationship, I don't really think that there's anything I could do to fix that kind of problem. And some people would say, "Well, you're just escaped." No, I mean, there's really, I have to give him his space and his time. And he has a family now, so I'm not like trying to force my way into him, like, or not into him, but like, I'm not trying to force a relationship with somebody, especially him, because it's like, I'm not saying he's delicate, but he's not exactly the kind of person you want to force your relationship into. He does not fuck around. Well, that was weird. Oh, I got teleported. He's not that kind of person you want to do that with. He's a good person, but he's just not the kind of guy you want to be like, oh, well, you should just hang out. You should hang out. My other brother, my middle brother, he did something similar to that, and it pissed him off to no regards, to the point where he was just tired of his crap. But I mean, let's be honest. My brother is a little much. I wonder if I should do a core array in the tower to unlock this power. Okay, so I guess I have to go to
Gotta get back to the city.
The last city.
I'm gonna see the commander. Hey. Thanks for the assist.
No problem.
Wish you
Again.
stumbled in a day earlier. Might have gone differently. Maybe Cass and Maeve. I'm just glad the light chose you. I've got new orders to stick around and scout Navota's brood. Maybe I'll find some other new lights to shepherd along. As for you, it's time you meet Commander Zavala. He leads Guardian Ops from the last city. I've told him you'll be arriving soon with a superconductor, so take care of that thing. No dents or scratches. Zavala's a great leader and a good person. Learn from him.
I will, thanks.
And don't be a stranger. Guardians are stronger together, right?
Sure thing. Now give me that item. Give me that juicy item. Ooh, I got a ship. And an arbalist. Wait, what? Defeat foes of the Traveler whenever they're found. There's some good weapons here. Lightfall. Oh, man. I mean, I would love to. But that's not a big deal. Another time. What are these?
Scope
Oh,
is
okay.
3 millimeters off alignment.
Alright, so let's return to orbit. Or open director. Wait. Okay, so that's there. Learning light. Commune with the Traveler to learn its lesson. I guess that's a quest that I need to do. Devil's Lair. Skywatch. I guess I should do this because it seems like it's part of the campaign. So let's go ahead and travel there.
Every time I look up at those grounded colony ships.
Summon a vehicle. Woo! This doesn't have weapons, unfortunately. Take him down with me. Just kidding. Not gonna do that. My middle brother, he's a very business-oriented guy. And if it wasn't for the amount of kids that he has, he'd probably be a hell of a lot more successful than he is today. Let's just be honest here, and I don't think he would ever blame the kids for his lack of ability, nonetheless. But um, it is because of his kids that he's not as successful as he could be. Kids are expensive, and he has a whole lot. Learning light. Boy. Start quest mission. But in the beginning, my brother was starting out, learning the ins and out of business stuff like that, and I would help him out occasionally on that. I even worked for him for a little bit, worked with him too. And my brother, he was just not. He's a bastard. I mean, I'm gonna be fucking honest with you. He's a bastard when it comes to business. He's a motherfucker. I've never enjoyed getting away from him so much as I do now. Let's be completely honest. When it comes, he's a cutthroat when it comes to business. He really is. He's like, he's almost heartless in that aspect. It really pisses me off sometimes dealing with him. Okay, so I'm just gonna meditate in random areas. Feel the void. You have acquired your first aspect. What are these for anyway? That's a way stronger weapon now. Yeah. Press aspects. Okay. Feed the void. Defeat a target with a void ability to activate devour. Your devour effects are improved, restoring additional health and great energy. Okay. Sweet. I didn't know anything about these. I guess I'm supposed to find these to improve upon my void powers. Wells of light assimilated. Alrighty then. I guess the Traveler's Favor is so I can get like fast recharges for my abilities. Okay. Oh, that's a spike wall. Well, that looks like fun. Alright. Quest complete. Alright, and to continue what I was saying before, my younger brother used to work with him a lot, all the time. But my brother would never pay him. or anything for that matter. He just said, "Well, you're doing me a favor, blah blah blah. I need the help. Come on, man. I really need you." And my brother being like, "You will get out." And eventually my brother got sick of it, and he just had it up to here with it. He was just like, "Nope, I'm not doing this." Okay, there's a lot of wells of light. So am I just getting abilities every time? Okay. I'm gonna meditate into the void. Okay. Where are you taking me, sir? It's very weird. Alrighty. And eventually my brother, getting tired of all that, he actually went to the military. He joined the Marines. And funny how that works out, because he is now, and he always used to say that he always wanted to marry somebody who was of Orient descent, and he finally did that because he moved to Japan, Okinawa, no less. That's where his military career took him, and he's doing great over there. I'm very proud of him. I'm not like a huge patriotic kind of guy. I've never been that kind of guy that was full-on patriotic, but I'm very proud for him. Like, I'm glad that he got what he wanted and that he's doing so well in his military career. I never doubted that for a second. My youngest brother's always been an intelligent person, so I'm glad that he got out of constantly working for my middle brother. Not to say anything bad about my middle brother. I only wish him the best, of course. But my middle brother can be a douche canoe. Let's be honest. Nice. Take that, fuckers. Ooh, nice. That's a nice weapon. But my brother's focus is always going to be my middle brother's focus is always and forever going to be supporting his family. He's very much about family, but I think right now, I don't think he likes me very much. I don't think I really get along with my brothers anymore. It's a sad state of affairs for sure, but what can you do, right? I mean, you do what you can, but you can't make everybody love you. I need to recover. You guys are jerks. Alright. I think we could officially say that was baloney. Alright. On to the next part of the mission. You will end them. Oh? Time's a little dark. I wonder if I got any... I know I got a new weapon. Ah, there it is. Sexy. Sexy, sexy! Anything good around here? No. Nothing yet. I need new leg armor. What do we got? See if I got any more aspects. No, they didn't give me anything with anything yet. How dare they? That was just that one thing. I feel robbed. Nice. Maybe I should use this more often. Start beating him up. I'll be a hell of a wizard doing that. A blade wizard. Warlock. I don't remember what I want. like, so I just don't. Under the bridge. Let's meditate. Alright. Woo. And it's a winner. There's a lot to this lesson, isn't there? I'm out of juice already, huh? Nice. Echo over plasma. So it's just like a place for me to actually get like all my powers. Like, is that what it is? My first fragment, huh? What'd I get? Final blows when surrounded by companions grant super energy. Currently of mine. Is this going to end my meditation? Okay. I was wondering when I was going to end. That was a long little run. Oh. Wonder where it's going to take me. Is it going to take me back? I hope so. Because there was a treasure chest that I wanted to open right there. You know what? I almost forgot to open that up. Okay. That's how I usually tell where my stuff is. Yeah, we're doing great. We're doing great! Haha! I'm gonna collect this loot. Pillow math gloves? Eventually, I'm gonna see what, like, I'm going to make a build. It's kind of hard to do that without doing some heavy thinking. And I think I find a lot of difficulty in heavy thinking while playing. I don't like scout rifles. I really don't. I really, 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 really don't. But that's okay. I'm not a fan because it's not fast enough, and I run into the problem where if it's not fast enough, I'm going to run into a lot more issues later. But some of the vehicle. I wish that my ship had a gun. But surprisingly, you would like, despite like my little brother being busy on his own thing, that guy was a genius. That little kid, well, he's not little anymore. He's a grown man. I forget that I'm like almost 40, but that little kid, man, he is extremely a genius. Like, there was so many times where he would be like, I want to play video games, I want to play, and we would overlook him all the time. If only we actually gave him the shot that he deserved. Because that guy is a video game genius. Like, he can do things that I never thought is, like, even possible. Crazy. Crazy good at that stuff. Continue A Garden Rises to find someone who could teach you more about your life. Well, sure, I could do that, or just pretend that I won't. Okay, so that's... And it's looking like this armor is a lot better than stuff I got on. It's not like I'm slotting them or anything anyway, right? Finally, I'm gonna make myself gold. I don't have anything for mod. Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay, so I can increase my mobility, my discipline, my strength.
Lots of data to be recovered out in those structures.
I should definitely work on my energy recovery, though, seriously. And with the last slot I have left...
Hard to see the Cosmodrome in this state. Humanity was so much more once.
I mean... I'll make my boots recovery. Freaking A. See, I didn't know about this stuff. I don't think I remember this stuff, if I'm being completely honest. That's not that mouthful of gold. I'm gonna favorite that. That way, I feel good about it. 5 energy. And seriously, I'm lacking on the recovery department, so I gotta put like recovery on here. Unfortunately, all my points have to go into that. Now, I'm gonna do.
Keep your mag loaded out there.
Finishers heal you. We're just gonna go full regeneration this time.
Burning time here. What do you need?
I'm definitely burning time, but for important stuff. I promise. I promise it's for important things. We just gotta go full ham on recovery and intellect, which seems like I'm lacking now. Well, I can do 5 on intellect. No, I'll have to do 4 on intellect. And then... Is that the only one I can use? Oh, okay. Is whatever.
Lots of data to be recovered out in those structures.
No, I keep on messing this up. Okay. At the very moment, we could put recovery on this one. Yo. And then... and then... That's a nice one.
Keep that sight calibrated. Got tools if you need them.
This is probably why I've been having a hard time. I never did this. I never took the time. Intellect and energy cost. One ammo finder perks creates a brick. No. Rapid void weapon. Final blows create an overpower. Collecting overpower causes the allies to increase. No.
Hey, this is Shaw down in the steps. Picking up fallen radio chatter about another Glimmer extraction crew.
Is there anything else that we can get? No, it doesn't look like it.
Gotta hop to it. Lots to do.
Modify armor. I got a Guardian objective complete. Sweet. Alright, increase your season rank. Hey now. Am I getting shot at? I am getting shot at. You mother fluffers.
Enjoying the sights?
No, can't do that. Let's check out my map. I can't get mad about getting shot. I have to progress. I did progress technically in the story, just like I said I would. So I'm happy about that. What's a public event optional? I think I completed all the story quests, so travel to the tower.
Warlocks wield the light in amazing ways, but I still put my trust in steel first.
Let's return to orbit. I mean, I kind of want to open my journey. Gear progression, claim reward. Okay. Open directory. We are going to the tower, I believe. I think. And Advent. Last city. Timeline reflection. Alright. Let's move along. What missions await me? Find out next time on... I don't know. Alright, let's see where we're at. I think I'm going to see what I can do as far as the storyline is. I'm going to progress the quest, but I'm probably going to have to cut off early because I don't think I have enough time to do a run per se. Which is unfortunate because I'm really enjoying myself. And I'm glad that you cut, if for those of you who come and visit and watch the stream, I'm glad that you came by and decided to watch me and listen to my story. If you stayed this long and progressed this far, I appreciate it. Like, seriously, you guys are awesome. So I'm going to do the plug-in because I'm probably going to finish off the quest line while I'm doing this, and then I'm probably just going to do it. But don't forget, I said this in the beginning, but don't forget to subscribe and follow if you enjoy my content. And if you don't, you can always leave a comment on my YouTube channel, or you can just message me on my Discord, and you can tell me what I'm doing wrong or what you would like to see more of, and we can do that. We can definitely do that. I like having heartfelt discussions on here. I kind of use my stream as an outlet sometimes to express myself, especially if I'm doing like a long grind. Like if you watch my Diablo, I actually talk a lot about some stuff on my opinions and my feelings towards certain topics. And if you like that type of stuff, I can do more of that. You just have to let me know, and I'll do it. Because right now it's just random whenever I feel like it. But if you guys like talking about real stuff, I don't mind doing that. I also like talking about video games. We can do that as well. So, I mean, by all means, be my guest. The only thing I will not talk about is, you know, stuff like coitus and things like that. I'm not interested in talking about that because that is nobody's business! I'm serious, it's nobody's business. Alright, so if I put this up... I should put doggy. I like doggies. For guys of you who are on twitch.tv, don't forget that even if you do miss these episodes stay up for 7 days, and if you don't come in and visit by 7 days, that's alright too. You can always check me out on YouTube, and my link is provided along with my Discord, Twitter, and Discord. You can check it out over there, and you can, yeah, most of the time I post everything on there, and you can watch it. And I have it all organized, so that way if you are following a certain game I'm playing, you can always check out my lists. I have playlists for all of them, for every single game. Even if I only have one episode of that game, I have a playlist for it because I like to keep it organized. And in case you guys want to see what happens next, you have that option. For those of you who want to see more of a certain game, you have to let me know, because if not, I'm going to just be wherever, all over the place. I'm always going to play something different. But if you guys want to see more of something, I have no problem. And I'll even shout out for you. I will shout out the person who asked me to, and I will play that game in the beginning. So don't forget, You will if you do follow me on a Twitch.tv account, I will follow you back if you ever want reviewers. And for those of you who've subscribed, all you have to do is tell me your name on the comments below, and I will subscribe to you as well. It's kind of like a give and take kind of issue. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. For those of you on YouTube, if you ever want to watch me live and discuss things with me and have a chat or play with me, you can always go down to the description, check out my Twitch.tv. Also on my page, I should, and I'm not sure, I should have the links provided there as well. So if you ever want to catch me on there, by all means. I already had one guy who followed me, and we played together. So it was a pretty good time. I enjoyed it. We were playing. Why can't I remember the name? It came off the top of my head. We were playing. Overrided? Was that Overrided? I don't remember what it's called. Outriders. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting confused because there's a lot of things going on at the same time. Yeah. If you ever, if you guys, we were playing Outriders. So if you ever want to have a little chat and show off your character on my stream, I have no problem. I will do a little roundabout watch for you. If you ever guys want to check that out, by all means, go ahead and come by, and I will definitely play with you. But I think I'm going to end it here because I have to go to the bathroom, and I'm not going to waste any more time to do so. I will catch you guys later. You will see me at 9:30 tonight, and I will be streaming then. So catch you later. Bye.